Hey guys, it's cooperCodes here. So yesterday was my first actual live stream, so that was pretty cool. I think two of you guys were in there. One of my friends was in there, so that was lots of fun. It was pretty boring stuff though. I was just taking notes on functions, and I learned a couple things. I learned you can nest functions and like define a function inside of a function. I didn't know that earlier. So that's pretty interesting. For as far as Twitch streaming goes, I'm probably not going to be streaming the next couple days just because this is pretty boring content. But if you want to have like a Q&A or something, I can or you want to talk to me about the challenge, I can just stream because it's pretty easy to do. I literally just press start streaming in OBS and it starts, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so I just talked about the different ways functions can be invoked or called, whatever we're gonna say. So the regular function notation, method, invocation, which is where the function is attached to an object. So that's a pretty cool one. There's lots of good examples of code that I did not write down all the way, but it kind of took me a while. I didn't take that many. I think it took 3 pages of notes, and a lot of that was just me looking at the code examples and looking at how they worked. Alright, yeah, the constructor invocation is a new object. Oh, sorry, goodness. You can make some parameters have optional parameters. I didn't put an S there. Oh, yep. So the arguments object is really important. I'd say if one takeaway from this, from today, would be the arguments object. It allows you to do lots of different things that I didn't even think of before in JavaScript. It allows you to have an unlimited number of arguments, and then you can do a for each argument in the array. You can for each argument in the array you can change it, or you can do something to it, so that's pretty cool. It's just a little array thing, but the book says multiple times it's not actually an array. It's an array. It behaves like an array, and you call it like an array. So you'd say arguments, little square brackets, 0 in there. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And changing arguments values changes the actual value of the parameter. Yeah, you guys probably saw that up there. So the callee and caller properties, I didn't really get these. They didn't show lots of examples. So I'm assuming they're not that important. The thing that sucks about this and that makes it kind of boring content is a lot of this is very, very specific stuff. This is really specific, but yeah, I feel there's some value especially to some of the stuff I learned. But not all of it's valuable, I'll be honest. But I just write down the stuff that I feel adds value. So yeah, I learned that you can assign a variable to a function, and they have the exact same behavior. So that's pretty interesting. I think I'd take a break here, get some water for my Twitch stream. So yeah, so it's twitch.tv/coopercodes if you want to go follow that. No underscores or anything, just coopercodes. And I didn't sure I wrote a single line of actual code today, or yesterday now. So function properties. Oh goodness, function properties, methods, and constructors. I've talked about the prototype object before, but all you had to know is that each function has a different prototype object, which is the object it gets its main stuff from, or something like that. So I learned about function.call and .apply. The apply is just like the call, except you can put parameters in the array. Pretty much it. ToString method returns a native code of the function, and I've ran into that a couple times on accident, just in my own programming. Okay, so the function constructor is defined using the function keyword. So yeah, that makes sense. Then there was like 6 pages of code at the end of the chapter that I went over for a while. It was pretty interesting just to read through that. Lots of good examples. Like if I'm going to start doing some higher level of code, it's definitely nice to have those examples in the back there. So I actually did get to chapter 9, so we're making progress here. I finished chapter 8. Chapter 9, now it's classes and modules. I don't even know what a module is yet, so that's going to be interesting, learning something like completely new. Like everything else, I feel like I've had an understanding of it in a different programming language, but in modules, I've never heard of that. But I've heard of classes, so. Alright, so if you enjoyed that, go to the Discord, follow me on Twitch so you know when I'm live, and I'll be posting in the Discord when I go live. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Thanks for watching, and have a good rest of your day.